Hello everyone, GoldenNovaYugioh here, and I've got to say, I think Konami's just messing with me at this point. Okay, not me, but anyone who analyzes the patterns in card releases looking to predict what's coming up in the future. Like when Despot 1 came out in Duelist Alliance. Its name implies that it's the first in a series, which, yeah, that's the easy one. But the revival trigger that happens when you summon 2 or more machines at the same time? That was a pretty big hook. I mean, true, Pendulum Summoning debuted alongside Deskbot, so you could make the connection that it was to combo with that mechanic, but there were no Pendulum machine monsters at the time. And ain't no way anybody was trying to make Pendulum Karakuri a thing. So, what happens a year later in Clash of Rebellion? Bam! Pendulum Deskbots, that's what. Now the effects were all internally consistent, and you can see how it all led up to it. Tuners and pendulums are a match made in heaven, so they made one that synergizes with them even more. And Despots 2 through 4 all have effects that either assemble scales, or leverage the swarming power pendulum summoning could bring to bear. But was that the end of the speculation? Absolutely not, because 5 had a pendulum scale of 10. 10! An unheard of number that was reserved purely for Despots. And they made sure to fully utilize the design space they'd made for themselves. For the rest of the year, we'd continue to get Deskbot monsters that were all the way up to level 9, plus a few other goodies to put a bow on the archetype. It really brings out the strength of releasing themed cards over time. You get to see the archetype evolve and change, while giving time for the community to theorize about the cool things that are in store for the critters that you've grown attached to. And then we have stuff like Dragonmaid Chame. Like, I suppose it's the best Dragonmaid ever printed. It's easily a 3-of that helps build the consistency of your deck, not only in putting together your game plan, but field your huge dragons even easier, but it's not Young House Dragonmaid! Like, it was right there! I did all of the math! This should have been a fledgling dragon learning the ropes from like a mentor or a butler mentor or a mentor butler or something, represented by a level 4 light dragon, but no, they made it a dark dragon who's not house just to spite me. It'd be like, instead of releasing Despot 9, they released Despot 11, but then they just made it level 9 anyway! Like, ugh. Okay, I've got it all out of my systems now. Let's talk shop. Dragonmaid Chame is a level 4 dark dragon monster with 500 attack and 1800 defense. When they're normal or special summoned, you can add 1 Dragonmaid spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Also, at the start of the battle phase, you can return Chame to your hand, and if you do, special summon 1 level 7 or higher Dragonmaid from your hand or graveyard. Over my time playing the deck, one of the biggest issues I've run into is that you either had to open up 2 matching Dragonmaids or 1 kitchen just to start playing. Pairing Hospitality with any of the smaller maids is great, but not so much if you only have the big ones. Sure, you can still summon them, but since they can't grab the little ones out of the grave, you couldn't go anywhere with your plays. Chame helps to alleviate this, not only by being an outlet to summon your big dragons unconditionally, but lets you pair your smaller maids with Hospitality to turn on your advantage engines more efficiently. And that's just like the second best play, because Chame searches your fusion spell. Strawl is so important to keep your deck competitive with your opponent. You're really not going to be doing anything unless you gain access to your extra deck, no matter how much card advantage you accrue otherwise. And let's not forget that the revival effect doesn't have a cap, just a floor. If you've got an active house or straw languishing in your graveyard, Chame can put it back into play for free. And, like most of these smaller maids, not only does recycling your big dragons mean immediate pluses in the form of huge beatsticks, you're also in a position to utilize their effects again next turn. Except in this case, you'll be getting an effect that has big payoffs right away. Having access to multiple activations of your fusion spell is going to be great, especially during Master Rule 5 where you don't have to worry about your zones. On a deck building level, I know I feel more comfortable playing at least 1 copy of Downtime now. It'd be nice to have a searcher that searches a searcher after all. You can even search welcome so you can activate more hospitalities. I really hope they print like one more good spell to search. Like, they put Super Rejuvenation at 3, but even the big dragons aren't enough discarding to make it worth it. But if we had a Destiny draw, now that'd be something fun. So, that about sums up my thoughts on Chame. Despite their egregious crimes against good taste, mechanically they do a lot of things the deck needs. And I can't wait for her to put the affairs of the House of Dragonmaids in order. But I want to hear what you all have to say. Between Chame and Strahl, are we starting to finally approach a rogue playable build? I certainly hope so. I may not like Chame, but I do respect her. And if any of you are looking to build up your Dragonmaid forces before their official release generates even more hype, I would be eternally grateful if you used my TCG Player affiliate link down below. Every purchase, like, comment, and subscription is a contribution that helps build the channel so I can keep making the videos I love and sharing them with all of you. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.